So Bruce Carrington just beat Carlos Castro to become the new WBC Featherweight World Champion. And to be honest, in a performance that saw Bruce Carrington, for the most part, be in control, Castro was spirited and definitely threw a lot of shots and occasionally was able to catch Bruce Carrington. But throughout the duration of this fight, at no point did you ever feel that Bruce Carrington wasn't in true control of this fight. And eventually we saw Bruce Carrington get a huge knockout against Castro, and it was brutal, right? We saw Carlos Castro go out on his arse, right? Went out on his arse, out cold, flat on his back, was done. And that was because Bruce Carrington put together a devastating combination of punches and was just clean on the chin, and there was nothing Castro could do. And honestly, in my opinion, I felt like this for a while, that Bruce Carrington is the best fighter at featherweight. He is the best boxer at featherweight, the most complete boxer. And, you know, I look at the other world champions at featherweight, I think he's a better boxer than Nick Ball. He's a better boxer than Angelo Leo. And Rafael Espinosa could probably give him some problems because he's 6'1". But Bruce Carrington is the better boxer. Like, if Espinosa beats Bruce Carrington, it's because he's using his tools and his power and his aggression and his, you know, combination punching and his size. He's not actually a better boxer than Bruce Carrington, right? Which I guess, if you're beating someone in a boxing match, you're a better boxer than them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. You can be better at other things. It doesn't necessarily mean you're a better boxer than Bruce Carrington. And like I said, I do think, and I've thought like this for a while, that I thought Bruce Carrington is the uncrowned king in waiting at featherweight. And you watch him box, and up until this point, it's just a matter of time before he becomes world champion. Right, and now he's become world champion in a dominant performance against Carlos Castro. And I never really had any concerns that Bruce Carrington wasn't going to win this. It's a shame I didn't put money on this because I was really confident that Carrington would have won this. I didn't see the odds. No doubt the odds would have been heavily in Bruce Carrington's favour because he's such a good boxer. So that doesn't surprise me at all. But a huge win for Bruce Carrington. He finally claims a world championship. Of course, this championship was previously held by Stephen Fulton Jr., who of course had to vacate it when he moved up to super featherweight to fight O'Shaquie Foster in a performance. Well, I think technically he moved up to lightweight for that fight, technically. But, you know, he lost to O'Shaquie Foster. And maybe he'll go back down to featherweight. I wouldn't have thought so. I think Stephen Fulton's future probably lies at 130, even though he actually missed 130 at this last weight cut. But, you know, if Stephen Fulton's able to come back and improve and have a much better performance that he did against O'Shaquie Foster, then there's no doubt in my mind that Stephen Fulton can be a major player at 130. But I say all that to say Bruce Carrington's the new guy now. I think Bruce Carrington's the uncrowned champion in waiting. Now, of course, Nick Ball's got a fight coming up. Espinosa hasn't got a fight confirmed, I don't believe. But Rafael Espinosa is a great boxer, and in my opinion, the two best guys at featherweight is Bruce Carrington and Rafael Espinosa. But yeah, I'd be super curious to know what you guys thought of the fight. Was you surprised to see Bruce Carrington get the knockout, or was you expecting it, knowing that Bruce Carrington definitely has some power and can catch guys clean? Because he's a good enough boxer to set those traps and take those openings. And when he's presented with those openings, he lands big shots. Super curious to know what you guys thought in the comments below. Was you surprised by this performance? And how do you think Bruce Carrington fares against, you know, the other world champions at featherweight? I'd be super curious to know what you guys think. Another episode of the Seth Solo Side Quest in the bag, and I'm out. Peace.